All right, here we go. Should I be playing some lame ass, try hard, over the top, played out Nolan music like those other channels do when they do comic book movies? You know, play that Dark Knight theme, dun, 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 just over and over again. Fucking annoying, huh? But this looks pretty good. This kid can draw. He's kind of scratchy, but there's something special about him. His American Vampire was really, really a good looking book. I didn't read all of it, but I did look at a lot of it. Vroom. I think I accidentally skipped the credit page, but it just said vroom and showed the car driving. But I shouldn't play the whole thing anyway, but we'll see. We'll try to squeeze it in there. How is he? Picture's worth 1,000 words right there. The Bat in Chains. It's either a really small Jack Napier, or who is this guy here? Or that's a huge Batman. I do like the way they did that. Young looking Joker. Roof driving. Mullet wing. Referenced 90s Nightwing, huh, Dick? I always think of animated series. Time for a brief intermission. Yeah, I'm gonna light a cigarette here. Dude, he doesn't listen. Do what I do, leave. That's good shit right there. This is a good panel, the background panel here. Of the relation, or the distance, and the relationship of the distances from him and the motorcycle. The foreground and the background. And the shadow play. And like any good couple, we're supposed to fight. Good line. What the hell does Joker want with pills? Go see the Joker book by Azzarello, the OGN. Pills make everything better, he says. Sometimes they do. Short-term remedy, anyhow. Now, the purple and the green eye, there's something to that. I don't know if it's an Egyptian cat thing or something. There's, some sort of mythological reverence to that. After all these years, you still have no idea what I'm capable of. Admit it. I'm the only one who really knows you, Batman. He knows Batman is Batman. Bruce is Batman. Bruce Wayne is the actor. That's the fake guy. It's funny how Batman sits in the cave and monitors everything, and really the Joker has a little secret spot within the cave where he monitors Batman. Just kind of an inside joke, like, I guess is a DC thing. He should have said you're dragged us all into your perpetual. He should have said perpetually long Halloween. Give a little reference to the Loeb and Sale work. That's way overrated, by the way. This I already like way better than the Long Halloween. Is that Nightwing or Robin? I've lost track because they keep disappearing. Admit it. Face it, the greatest villain in Gotham City is you. Stop talking. So it looks like they're going a little different direction with the pills. Different than the Azzarello Joker OGN direction, anyway. Or maybe not. Wow. Breathe. Always film police, too. By the way, you have every legal right to film a police. He's a public servant or whatever they call him. You know, like a senator or a mayor. You have every right to film everything they do when they're in uniform or got their badges flipped out. That is 100% fact. So film cops, it pisses them off, and it's what you're supposed to do. Especially with, you know, all their power struggles, you know. Because there's a lot of cops that, you know, just power trip hungry. That's what I'm trying to say. The SJWs need to give him a chance. Sounds like that diversity in comics guy. SJW, every fucking ninth word out of his mouth. SJW, SJW. I mean, he's a good kid, but it's just a little too much with this SJW. He's got to get a new word, huh? You know what I'm talking about. The Diversity Comics YouTube channel guy. Batman's a maniac. Glad people are finally starting to see it. Joker's in a coma. Might be a medical induced coma too. I don't know. He looked like he was breathing here. Breathe. Yeah, well, Batman doesn't wear a badge, Bullock. A fucking Viking. You know, the guy that plays Bullock on Gotham was a Viking, I think, on Vikings. Good show. Good Vikings is a great show on History Channel. And this is where this Murphy really, really shows off his talents. These like kind of collage drawings, you know, almost like the Wu-Tang symbol. Wu-Tang. Some classic Joker with a feather in his cap. Gasp. Little BTAS homage in that picture right there in the middle on your left. Batman the Animated Series. I gotta get another t-shirt. Mine got wrecked. The Joker's cell with a Batman doll and a yo-yo. That's kind of funny, huh? A yo-yo because he's a yo-yo. That's a nice little subliminal type of thing there. But yeah, this guy can really draw, huh? Just a master of shadow play. Look at this. Look at this. Wow, huh? I think this is the last page. Sweet drawing, though. Here's that first page. I told you we missed. Just more shadow play. Just brilliant, huh? Just a master of shadow play. But yeah, this is back to the first page. Credit page. And like, what's those guys' names? They just did bootleggers. Eduardo Risso, that's what I couldn't think of. Azzarello's buddy, they do all those together. They got a new one out, or kind of new bootleggers. I'm just saying, he's a master of shadow play. He did Moloch, which is a great #1. That's one of the greatest modern #1 comics of all time, too, by the way. Moloch #1 from the Watchmen. Watchmen Redux, or whatever they call it, from, I don't know, half a decade ago. Moloch #1, get that comic. But like Eduardo Rizzo, Azzarello's boy, who I don't think drew the Joker OGN that I was referencing, but Rizzo and this kid right here, Sean Murphy, are real masters of shadow play. Unbelievably so. Or shadow play anyway, as I like to call it. Murphy did a real nice American Vampire series, which is a good anthology series. Scott Snyder writes them all. Let's see here. I think it was survival of the fittest. I couldn't find it. I just want to kind of get this over with and lay down. But yeah, Murphy also did that. American Vampire, Survival of the Fittest, I think. It's like a mini series. The main series is by Snyder with Raphael Albuquerque. And there's like 2 one-shots that tie into it. And they're both like 50 pagers. And then there's at least one 80-page giant that's full of like prologues and background material. And then there's a Survival of the Fittest American Vampire tie-in miniseries. And then there's one with Dracula. Damn, what's that one called? I might be able to pull that one up. Pull it out of here. You guys can't see what I'm doing. But Lord of Nightmares. Snyder and Dustin Nugent or Nyguen, who did a really brilliant work with Paul Dini. You might remember from Detective Comics, the barbershop books that chained off into Hush R.I.P., what is it called? Hush Money? Heart of Hush. And then Hush Money was Streets of Gotham 1 through 4. And then the rest of the Streets of Gotham series, but you got to skip 5 and 6. And then it concluded with Heart of Hush. Or House of Hush. That's what it was. Heart of Hush, Detective R.I.P. Then you get the Last Rites or the Faces of Evils, which the 2 Faces of Evil comics that bridge over into Streets of Gotham 1 through 4, which would be Hush Money. Skip 5 and 6. and you might have to skip a couple more, and it's like 12, 13, and 14 or something. Skip one of them, and 16 through 21 is House of Hush. Anyways, that has nothing to do with this, but that's just part of the American Vampire thing that Dustin Nyguen, who's kind of a shadow master too as well. But yeah, I like this. You can put this Batman White Knight up there with a lot of the other ones. The good Batman kind of solo series. Are they Elseworlds, or you know what I'm saying? Just kind of non-flagship continual material. You know what I'm saying? Non-continual, non-flagship material. Dark Knight Returns. The Joker one I kept talking about by Azzarello. What else do we got? There's a couple new ones out right now. There's a Dark Prince one out. And this one, obviously. The Dark Knight Returns. Kubert just wrapped up like kind of the third part of that. I didn't get much into that. But I might. I know it had to do with the Atom. And I love Ray Palmer. And, Gotham by Gaslight. They're about to make an animated show about animated movie. I hope it's in theaters because Killing Joke in the movie theaters rocked, by the way. If you guys haven't seen Killing Joke, go get that. And for some reason, the Killing Joke is actually part of the continual canon, unlike a lot of these other ones. And they even reference it in Watchmen 3, by the way. They, or maybe it's Watchmen 2. That same Carnival Park Joker thing, where Joker leaves the guy riding on the pink elephant. You can see Ozymandias and the Owlcraft or whatever crash into that, and the ship crashes, right where Joker's funhouse was from Killing Joke. You know what I'm saying? So it's official canon. However, Batgirl magically became, got her legs back. And I didn't mind her on wheels. I mean, Birds of Prey, Oracle, she was great. But I guess that's all side material. We got here Batman White Knight. I'm probably going to do some more of these. I kind of like this. Like I said, I love the Shadow play. Sean Murphy's dope. Long Halloween would be another one, These kind of Elseworlds tales. But there you go, ladies and gents. Earthlings. Damn, I've already went 25 minutes. I'm going to cut it right there. All right. Till next time.